Hey guys, Age here, and surprise, surprise, I finally got gonna put Final Fantasy 14 online on the channel. Oh man, playing Neverwinter made me miss this game so much because it does things so much more better than that MMO. I just got I kept farming the dragon, grinding to get better gear, and better gear didn't help me with the the leveling experience in that game, man. Like, you felt so weak. You don't get the power fantasy you want in that game at all. And it's janky, alright? I keep seeing models disappear, the clipping issues, the frame rate issues, and oh my god. Like, literally, in a raid fight, right? The dragon, this huge thing, would disappear. And then I would have to run back for it to appear again. And then I had other issues is that it's just annoying. If any indication if that's how they're going to handle big fights, the dragons, it's really annoying. All they do is spam you with CC. You can't get a rotation off. You can't rotate your abilities and get damage in. It's all quick abilities. And classes that who excel at that get on top DPS. I know I still have lots of gear to upgrade, but still, I couldn't use 2 or 3 skills in a row without being interrupted. And then there's a randomness to their fight. Like, you can be doing so well for the last 15 minutes, and then the last 4 seconds of the fight, he roars, knocks you back, and then decides to instantly freeze you. These are just one of the dragons. Instantly freezes you, and at the same time puts down an AoE on the ground. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing I can do. You can't dodge the roar. And so it's like, yeah, you get knocked back into an AoE, and he instantly freezes two characters out of the 5. And so I'm there taking damage on this AoE, taking damage on this icicle that has me frozen, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I die. And of course you look bad, saying you can't dodge shit. I'm like, yeah, I can. I'm saying to myself, yeah, I can. I've done 90 of these fights. I know how to dodge it. I may be weak, but I could stay alive. Or another dragon is like the black dragon. He tail whips you. Oh, you're. It's like, okay, you're now. Oh, he screams. Oh, you're stunned again. And then it's like, okay, and this is a stun you can't get out of, so you have to wait it off. And then you wait it off, and it's like, okay, you start casting, and it's like, oh, he feared me, so now I'm running backwards. Oh, and guess what? He placed AoEs at the edge of the field, so you run right into the AoE. Or the red dragon, let's take him. He puts this giant donut AoE on the field. So he puts that, and it's a big ring of flames, right? And then he puts 4 massive AoEs on the ground at the cardinal directions. It's like, holy shit, it's like, where are you supposed to dodge? Oh, guess what? The roar knocks you back into the big AoE. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's like, oh, he knocks you back. It's like, okay, you quickly get out and heal yourself. It's like, oh, guess what? He's now doing massive fire rain, which is like, if you have to catch it, it's like little sparkle, little raindrops of fire coming down. That means you're inside the ring of fire, and the ring of fire is going off, and the massive AoE is on the ground, and this ring of fire is on the ground. It's like, where the fuck? Fudge? I just got fed up. It's like, oh my god, these guys just randomly use their abilities, and it's like throwing the dice. It's like, oh, look at that, you got snake eyes. That means that you're gonna get CC'd right into and die. There's nothing you can do. And then every time the dragon flies up, he just flaps his wings, and it's hard to tell the hitbox of this thing. he knocks everyone down half of the arena, like everything that the wings are facing. It doesn't matter how far you are away from the wings, as long as you're like in this 180 effect, you knock down, and you just keep spamming that. You can't do anything. And of course, the tanks are horrible in Neverwinter. I realized that you should be pointing the dragon outward. All right, it's always a giant circle, so you should be pointing the dragon outward. So breath attack, his wing attack, all of it is pointed outward. That's half of his melee abilities. He'll still do like a tail strike on the guys behind you and AOE's, but holy cow, man! When he starts doing the wing attacks and pouncing on the enemies and stuff, you get caught up in it. It's like he's pouncing on the tank. Oh, guess what? The tank just ran by you. You're gonna get smacked down because the wings. The wings will hit you. Oh my god. And I understand, yeah, the tanks should move. Like, I'm a tank in this game. I was a tank. I understand, yeah, you need to move out of the AoEs, but you don't move. If you can stay in one spot, you stay in one spot. You only move when you have to. These idiots just run the bosses right across the entire party. And of course, the dragon turns around, does a move. Like, every 2 seconds, he does a move. So it's like, he turns around, does a move, he starts walking, does a move, and then he catches up to the tank and does a move. It's like, oh my god. You will see the difference in quality. I pay the $10 subscription to play this game because the quality in content and bosses and monsters are much more better. When you screw up, it's mostly your fault. It's not the bosses or up to randomness that just happens. I can't remember a time where I said, it's like, oh, that's so random, man. There's nothing I can do. Anyways. Oh my god, oh my god. Did I start the timer? Oh. I start off with a rant. I got 2 timers going, one for my laundry and one for the other one. So I played yesterday, just getting used to the controls again. Yeah, like, whew, man, I played like a noob badly. Okay, first... Oh shit, oops. Shit, no. Don't pop. It seems like everyone's doing these 4 fights that I withdraw. Oof, that's good. Okay, clear. Oh, I'm still getting used to the controls again. Normal raids? Normal raids is 8 men. Alliance raid is 24 men. We'll do that. And Trials is another 8 men. There. It says less than 5 minutes. Also, you don't have that much to worry about in gear selection. It's like, oh my god, you have so many things in Neverwinter to upgrade and shit like that. It's like, oh my god, it's so annoying. This is just your weapon, what you wear, and your accessories. That's it. Also, no. For advanced, if you look on the gear, it says materia. You could slot in materia. You don't. You can if you want to further increase your DPS. But you change gear so much with every patch that comes out in this game. They come out with new gear. Oh god, Keffa. Okay, this is old content, so it's been a while. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 expansions out. This is the 2nd expansion. Old content, so it's like, ooh man, it's a couple years old. Keffa, he does AoEs, but his theme is like he's a clown, so he's a trickster and stuff like that. So sometimes he lies about his AoEs. That's new. They never did that. Like players now have like a profile icon. Of course, I'm gonna play suboptimally so I could get like the swing of things again. See how different that is? Like you could see the AoE coming. He uses multiple AoEs at the same time, but you can see it. You can see all the different AoEs and what you have to do and things like that. So the only time you mess up is that you didn't follow. See, this is where he lies, question mark? I mean, he's like, oh no, I'm actually lying. And if you think this fight is easy, no. This is normal. There's something called savage, alright? Where at the same time and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not going to do that because, you know, he's like a dedicated party. Oh no, he fell off! Like I said, this is old content, man. Even I got. I was like, is that a knockback or is that just AOE? Oh my god, man! For a second, I thought it was just AOE, and I was like on the wrong side of the field, but it was a knockback. I remember, yeah, we teleport. Oh, if I remember, he teleports and does one or two moves. Either that, a big Kamehameha, or he does a knockback, so you don't want to be standing on the edge on the backside of him, then you get knocked off. You really, like I said, you have to watch the boss here, or see what he's casting. You look on above his HP bar. Oh my god! Oh! Fuck, man! I got lucky with that, man. I think that means that's that moves to the other side. Yeah. Also, there is combat advantage in this game, if you know what that means. Give me a second here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Aw, shit! Stand too close. If you look at the boss's circle, there's red parts, and then there's like a gap. The gap is your advantage. And moves usually have positionals, where it's like either hit the flank or the back side of the enemy. flank is like the side, the front is the, and the back side is behind the enemy. Depending on what class you pick, you do more damage or you get special effects or something. My class is Samurai and I do more damage if I use the right skill, the flank, and the back side. Oh shit, don't look. That big eye means don't look in that direction. In Savage, there's like 3 of them. And it might be on him too. Also, this is level sync, so I don't have all my abilities yet. Ah, shit. There you go. That's some old content, and why we did that is because we were on the daily trials. See, like, this tab is like all the stuff you can do, looking for group and stuff like that. And these ones, if you do them once a day, you get bonus stuff. Alright, so that was an 8-man raid. Raid fights are like lesser versions of the Savage. And then trials are pretty much like they're 8-man single boss fights, but they're pretty much story driven. But I'm going to show you the 24-man now. It says average wait time 5 minutes. And the nice thing about Final Fantasy is that, look at this. All this are different classes. That's right, classes. So Samurai, Dark Knight, Red Mage, Gunbreaker, Black Mage, Machinist, Ninja, and then you got your crafting classes: Leatherworker, Goldsmith, Alchemist, Miner, Fisher, Botanist, and then down here is Blue Mage, Dragoon, Warrior, and Reaper, which are DPS classes and stuff like that. Yeah, these are crafting. The Dark Knight, the Gun, and the Warrior are tank class. There's also Paladin, but I can't be Paladin because I hate how lazy they animated the shield. The shield hovers over your arm. You're not actually holding the shield. It's like stuck onto your arm like glue. It's stupid looking. I just can't get over that. Red Mage is the stop and go mage user, which I like to get this up after I get my main DPS up, because then this is like my lazy class. It's where you cast at range, but also it has raise. So if the party screws up, I can raise them. And I used to do that. I used to be on Red Mage a lot because I was so confident in this game, because I did the content so much that I'm like, yeah, the entire party can wipe and I can bring them back. Like, I can stay alive and bring them back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Red Mage, is that, yeah, you could bring the entire party back. Not just the healers can raise them, but Red Mage too. Gunbreaker, tank. The thing I find problem with, yeah, Gunbreaker's cool. It's like a DPS tank, but problem is that it doesn't. You can't heal. It has no solo survivability. You know. Yeah, he has moves that reduce your cooldown, and he has a healing move, but the healing move is shitty. It can't even out heal an auto attack. Oh man, this is shit. We got Labyrinth of the Ancients. This is original content. This is old. Alright. Oh man, this was the shit when the game first launched. Alright? So, the caliber of the fights aren't very good. This is just stay out of the fire, basically. It's kind of sad, man. Come on, man. You guys couldn't pick something else. Like, there are so many raids out now, man. There's like... How many? 4 expansions. 3. 12 24-man raids. And we get this shit. Bad. Samurai came out with the second expansion, so there was no Samurai back then. So. They recently did a stat squish with the latest expansion. It came out last year in November. So. Because they're having a problem with the actual formula calculation the computer has to do, because it was going into the billions HP category and stuff like that. Which Neverwinter they did do a level squish, man. But it's still, why do bosses have like billions of HP? And you're doing like 250,000 damage. Like, I like to see big numbers, but that's absurd number of damage, man. That's like joke damage. I keep seeing. Yeah, back then it's like, yeah, you got like party A, B, and C, and they had to split up the ads and stuff like that. The tank had to tank this guy. Looking away because he has a conal attack. Yeah, that was the shit back then. Not anymore. Again, I'm level synced and I can't use some of my skills. If you can see, some of my skills are grayed out. This is the first fight. So, like, back then, you had to tank this dragon looking away from a party. The party would be split up into 3 zones. And then his thing is that when he dies, he spawns a bunch of skeletons. And you have to kill the skeletons before they reach his body. Or else they do raid-wide AoE damage. But no one cares about that shit anymore. Oh no, it's actually the skeletons spawn during the fight, and then when he dies, the skeletons come alive and then chase after him. So he dies, the skeletons come alive, and then you have to kill them before they get to him. But if they're too close to each other, then they get a buff and they run. See, there's the raid damage. But no one cares anymore because, like I said, classic kids can outdo this content now. Even level sync. at them all linked, and they're all gonna run. Oh, they all died. They all got him. And that was the fight. Right. And then this next section is where it's like the party splits up to three groups, and this is where it's like you look at the top left and it's like I'm Alliance C, so then you have to go to the Alliance C section, and basically your group can't wipe. Usually there's like kind of if a group wipes, then they kill the entire alliance. So each group has to do their part. See what I mean? A, B, and C. Put down to C. And this is basically, you have to have people stand on the first pad to get rid of the ring on the boss over there. Ah shit, we started. Usually the range stands on the pad, and melee stands on the boss. And then the tank grabs the ads that spawn, brings it to the ranged AoE, and they kill him. While the melee stay on this guy. Also, the invincibility ring, it's actually on another party. To take it off, the other party members, the other group has to stand on the pad. So ours is blue. So if you look down there, the group is standing on the blue pad. So it's like this is why you can't have a group wipe. Or else it makes one boss invincible, and he wipes the party. And apparently our tank was so slow getting in that he got locked out. But we managed to do the content still. And this is like Dullahan. It's like, oh, I'm headless. And again, this is where the party splits into three. One, and then behind him, and then three was supposed to be over there. It's where each party has to protect their pot. And basically, the debuff on one of the groups, and the debuff actually lets you hit the boss. Turns you into a ghost or something. And while one party's kill the ads that spawn to protect their pots. And since we're in Group C, we'll be the last one to attack the boss, unless the other group does really good DPS. The other two groups. The boss is almost dead, look at that. Yeah, the boss died before we could even touch him. Like I said, don't count this as oh my god, this is so easy. No, this is really old content where they couldn't scale it properly to the new jobs and the gear. This is original content. This will take an hour, man, to do. Where your biggest DPS is like 200 damage! Woo! I forgot how to jump. This game's like, what? I was doing Neverwinter, holding L1 and X. I'm like, what am I doing? I was like, oh yeah, I'm not playing that game. God damn it. Here's a little trick for this fight that is pretty much... What the hell? What the hell? Since when did they change that? I think someone else ran into the aggro range, but before, you could run straight down the middle to the bomb and not aggro anything. It was how Group B would get into position for the fight. This is attack the bombs that spawn before they get to the middle, basically, while killing your big guy with 2 swords. Each group has one. Once all ads are down, you attack the middle. What would happen if you let the bombs meet in the center? This thing grows bigger and bigger, and then explodes at a higher rate. And then down here is the big man. He's iconic in the Final Fantasy series. Is Behemoth. This was a party wiper back then. Like, you gotta know what you're doing, everyone. Because he would be spawning AoEs, and ads would be spawning, and then you have to protect towers at the outside of the arena here from these iron golems, and then that green marker that's on the enemy, you'd have to position them in certain spots to protect the party from meteor attack. Meteor is raid white. Instant kill, basically. Raid wide AoE. He's on me. And the smart thing to do is position this incoming rock right at the edge of his thing here. And you kill the Iron Giant before he destroys the rock. But again, outclass the content. Group B, Group C, so we go to Group C. In this fight, you dodge hit this guy's AoEs, and then he does raid-wide instant wipe damage, so then you have to power up a barrier, and by doing that, when he does his raid wiping move, you have to get to this pad here, and then each group needs to get to their in time to create the barrier. Okay, look at his AoE. You know, you have to ask, like, I got hit by this shit back then? I can't believe that, man. AoE's got a lot harder as the game went on. Oh, he's running, he's walking back, that means he's gonna do the move. Flare, create the shield, and then we kill the ad that spawned. And you go back. And if I remember, there's an ad that spawns that's the furthest player. Major flare. Oh, you saw it, you see? People got too greedy. And this is what happens, you don't follow mechanics, man. That's what happens. See, one group screwed up, wipes the entire party. On me. See, look how positioned, like, I was standing, like, right next to it. I didn't get hit. That's what I like to see. Neverwinter is so janky, you can't do that. You need to be clear a full second away from an AoE just to dodge it. Man, you should have seen when I was like a tank, man. Man, I'm instant dying constantly because I was so confident. Alright, so I'm going to stop the video here, upload it so people can start knowing that I'm doing Final Fantasy, and then we'll start it again, and then we're going to do the main story. So that'll be the next couple videos of Final Fantasy. And I'll still put myself in the queue so you guys can see some of the content the game still has to offer. Alright, see you guys later. We'll see you guys soon.